This is Hero again. Well, what we're going to do today is to work on this Cryptomeria that is already finished. Okay, you know, I've been kind of looking over the chapters that I've done recently, and a lot of them are works in progress. I want you to know that there's a lot of stuff that is ready to go, right? And all we're gonna do on this one here is to maintain it. Well, you see these that gotten long? We just want to cut these back, right? So, a lot of them, I say that we'll do this and then we'll wait another year or two. Well, this one is, like I was saying, nicely done that just need maintenance. So, well, what I'm picking off is what I cut off in the past, and then I guess I didn't clean it up. So we have these brown things that are just sitting there. That just, oh well, you know, get busy, just cut and. Well, if I knew for sure somebody was very interested in this or had bought it, then I would do a lot neater, right? Okay, so see these that are shooting so long, right? Just cut it. And I think there's some. Okay, so a lot of light cutting, no more of this heavy thing. I think I've mentioned in the past that bonsai is never done, right? Even when it's in a fine state like this, there's always the maintenance, right? So it's always about working on it. And those of you that like conclusion or to finish, this is probably not the right art form for you. But I think the best part of bonsai is it's never done and it's always different. This maintenance, you know, we are doing a lot of light cutting today, but you know, we've done in the past where we have to kind of open it up so that it'll stay healthy in the future. So we do a lot of light cutting. A lot of detail work. This Cryptomeria, it's interesting tree. This one in particular is called Bonsai Sugi. Sugi just means Cryptomeria in Japanese. And in Japan, I think Cryptomeria is one of the lumber trees too. Took a while for this one to shape up. I think I only had this one that I purchased, gosh, 30 some odd years ago when I was still out shopping around. I was in the Napa area where they have growers of smaller things, and I bought one or two at most. And initially, I didn't know how to shape it. There's a lot of stuff that when I started, I didn't know how to go around styling it because I didn't really know how this thing grew. And so it took a while. But anyway, it's been 30 something years. Well, you know, I have to put everything in sort of relation to. If I didn't have kids, I would be totally lost. I just found out my son is 47 now. And so, my pine trees that I have, I bought a band full of 2-year-old pines when my son was born. So those are like 49 years ago that I bought it, right? And wow, that means that I'm getting close to 50 years on those trees. And I keep thinking, yeah, I started these 40 years ago. And I'm going, wait a minute, it's not. Funny story. Well, my son and daughter-in-law, they have a daughter. And daughter, evidently, she's not shy. She says, my dad was 47 today. To strangers, total strangers, she goes around telling, my dad's 47 today. Oh, well, that's what happens. Okay, so you could see that I'm just doing these light trimming and trying to get some trunk to be shown, but not too much. Well, a lot of this has to do with personal taste, I think. I tend to show glimpses of the trunk versus some people like to show off the trunk. And I think either one is okay. It's just your personal preference. I think a lot has to do with the fact that it's hot, and if I'm not careful, the trunks will burn. That's why I think to do the way I do, I think. I don't know. I don't go around analyzing myself. No time for it. Okay? I don't know if you noticed, but I'm able to do 2 chapters per week now. Well, what happened was I was forced to get a new telephone. Well, I was happy, or I was content with what I had. Because, I don't like changes. I don't mind buying things, but I hate this technology thing where things don't go as according to plan, and it's frustrating. So I avoided the phone, replacing the phone. That thing must have been, 10 years old. But just before we were off to Vegas, the phone will not keep a charge for more than like 30 minutes. So I said, that was not going to work real well. So I went and got the new phone, which is okay. And most of it's working. Some of it was kind of frustrating trying to get it to work. But you notice that, I noticed that I can upload better using the new phone with the 5G. And I don't have to spend, 3 hours to upload a 15-minute video. That's why I'm able to give you a higher definition than when I first started. And I could do enough, so I have enough time to do 2 chapters a week. So I'm kind of happy with that. So you see what I'm doing? Just kind of making sure, get rid of these things that are too long, tighten it up, but open it up a little bit more so you could see a little bit more of the structure. And like I was saying, some of you like to show more of the structure, which is fine. I think that will come under personal choice or your style. Okay. So in the visual, you could take a shear, but what happens is you have to be careful when you cut these so that you don't end up with a bunch of brown spots. So I'm taking my most detail-oriented pruner. It's got a sharp edge point, and then I could get in there. Oh, see some more of this? This is from the last go-around that I guess I didn't clean up enough. Okay, we got our apex area that we need to deal with. So nothing difficult about this process, it's just time consuming because we have to be exact with every little cut. Versus if we're still working on the rough material that's being refined, you know, we could make a few mistakes. Yeah, versus here, we don't want to make mistakes because it's already at that finished state. Well, I'm getting down to the finish, I think. A little bit more definition in here. And I'll do a quick refresh of the surface. And oh yeah, in terms of repotting, I think most people tend to repot too soon. Now, if you have poor soil and it deteriorates, you have to repot. But a good bonsai, especially when it's on this finish end, should be repotted when only absolutely necessary to maintain health. Because a good bonsai is one that is slightly stressed, meaning root bound, but not to the point where it's unhealthy. If you keep repotting it too soon, it keeps getting vigorous and it's hard to maintain the nice detail. So make sure that the growing medium will last as long as it can. Typically look for about 7 years lifespan on your soil before getting started. Okay, so okay, I think I'm done. Like I was saying, some of you would show off more of the trunk than I did, and I think it's okay because I think it should be personal taste. Okay, this is the other side. I'm not sure whether this is the front or the other side. So this has been the Bonsai Sugi. Sugi is Japanese for Cryptomeria. So anyway, this will be our last look. I'm guessing this is between 30 and 40, probably closer to 40, and got to this shape without ever having any wire put to it. Okay, so this is Hiro saying goodbye. I wanted to show you some of the stuff that was a little bit more complete. So this has been fine-tuning or maintaining a fine bonsai. See you again real soon in another chapter.